So I woke up with a heart filled with gratitude. And I think gratitude does it. When you're grateful, when you wake up, when you're just looking at life, what life is, the attitude that comes out with it. So I woke up with a heart filled with gratitude. I looked at my journey in forex trading, and I saw the improvement, the gradual improvement. And I said to myself, thank God for Akashx. And today, I'm sure that a lot of us that are in Akashx, we have our own journey, we have our own stories. Everyone's story is unique. Everyone is important in this game. So this evening is just to share our humble journey. Sometimes when you go for an event, or when I go for an event, it may just be the story, it may just be someone's story that I will take away. It may be that story that will keep motivating me, that will help me, that will carry me on. And that's why we decided that this evening is just going to be our story, our humble story. So today I have some amazing guests with me, amazing panelists that will be sharing their stories as well. And our story, what we are talking about today, is why we love Akashx. It's not to tell you that whatever thing you are doing is not okay. It's just to tell you that Akashx has touched our lives one way or the other. That's why we are sharing that story. Someone here may be motivated, and that's our joy, that our story is able to touch you, is able to help you to make the right decision yourself. So today, I'm going to welcome my panelists. I'll be sharing their amazing stories of what Akashx has done for them. And I'm going to, today's event is going to be unique because I'm going to just put in all the panelists. So it's going to be like discussion. All the panelists will be there and I'll be asking them the same question. I want to hear from their story. I want to draw inspiration. Personally, I know I'm going to draw inspiration today. I know I'm going to draw inspiration today. So I'll be starting with, as I'm even seeing, I think I'll just start. Please, I know we love Wealth Of. It would be nice if we change our name. All those who came in with Wealth Of, Ezekiel and others. So I'm having with Dr. Yinka Sola, since I said I'll just use the name as I'm saying it. Dr. Yinka, you're welcome. Dr. Oyinka Sola Jinodu, you're welcome. I'm going to Lady Champepe. Like I said, all of us will be just here. It's a distinct thing we are doing. So Lady Champepe, please put on your video. I would like to add you to Spotlight. Yeah. Now, Ezekiel. Is Ezekiel here? Shamayura. I need all of us to be on this gisting table. Who is it? Is that Chamayura or Ezekiel? The other Wealth Of. I'm seeing one Wealth Of. I've not seen Dr. Dupo Salon.
She's in church.
Okay. Is that Ezekiel? Is this Chamayura or Ezekiel? I need wait, Chamayura, are you here with us? Or Ezekiel? Because I know there is another Wealth Of I'm seeing. Okay, so since I can't the person may be joining us. So we still have three more persons in our panelists to join us. So Today, like I said, all we'll be doing is gisting, gisting and sharing our stories. And I'm going to go straight to Dr. Jinodun. So you will need to tell me what made you join Akashx. I know you're a professional. What made you join Akashx?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Wealth Hub. Thank you so much, Dr. Love. Good morning, Ms. Shampepe, my beautiful sister. My name is Dr. Oyinkansola Jinodu, and I'm a licensed life agent, a certified field trainer, and now getting on my way to becoming a professional trader in the money market. I'm so excited to add that title to my long list of credentials. But you know, one thing is, out of all the credentials from doctor to agent to this, the one that I'm most excited about in this season is actually being able to know that I'm a professional trader. That means I can go into a market that is global, take a skill set that I learned and I'm still learning, and come out with money that I can say this one is income on a daily basis. That is really the definition of why and what made me join Akashx. That's what I've gotten out of it. But why did I join Akashx? I was very interested to understand how people like Warren Buffett and so many wealthy people in the world. Of course, in America here, we see, because of transparency, we get to know how people make their money. There's never a way to say, oh, this person, no, you know how they make their money because they have to be able to present evidence through taxes. So with Warren Buffett being one of the top 10 people in the world, even with Elon Musk, he's very well vested in tech, but he's heavily invested. In fact, he's one of the people in the world that directs that determines the direction of the market. When he says one thing, the markets will go here. When he says another thing, the markets will go there. So I was like, how are these people able to not only make those changes and cost almost 95% of over 8 billion people be running helter-skelter? It will determine how much money they are making, how much money they have to spend, how much. And a lot of people might not really think this way, but I think that way because I'm fully vested in the financial industry. So as a licensed life agent, I wanted to understand so much more. And I've always wanted to learn how to do this thing. It always seemed like magic. If I tell you before Akashx, I had paid people to learn nothing. I had done so many things. I had spent so much more money than I invested in Akashx, by the way, to get this knowledge. So when I came across Akashx and they were breaking it down, I said, are you sure? It's just like that. Very simple. Okay, let's try it. And I just want to thank Dr. Dupe Osalo because she is my business partner, my mentor, my coach. She's my friend. And she was like, OJ, you have to do this thing with me. I said, sis, say, now no I'll follow. If you say I should go, let's be going there. That's all I needed. I was like, okay, let's do it. Now, another thing I would say is when I started Akashx, I didn't even have the money at that time to join. But I knew how important it was for me to get in because I knew what was going to come out of it for me as soon as I understood what the system was going to offer. So I went and I took a risk. Like I've always taken a risk in business. I said, okay, let me take a risk, get this money from here, put it here. Hopefully by the time I'm able to do this, I can put the money back there. And I robbed Peter to pay Paul to get into Akashx, but I can tell you it was well worth it. So my why was because of my children. I just want to make sure that in all of these things that we are doing, something has to allow me to create generational wealth for them and do it consistently. And this is the one thing out of all the things that I'm doing that is really providing that thing. And not only that, it also allowed me to plug my children into it immediately. The other businesses I'm doing, I'm saying, oh, when they turn this, maybe after they finish college, they'll come and join. They'll do this. This one, as I join, I carry my picking enter immediately. He started learning. He started doing everything that I'm doing. We were learning. We'll sit down, we'll talk. I'll be like, oh, mom, how much did you make today? When they see mom in front of the computer, oh, mom is trading, be quiet, don't disturb her. They already know. I plugged them in. The one that was oldest, I plugged him in. Now he's learning. And we have actually created another business, which I will even share later, but we've created another business from that. Just from me helping my son and me talking to my friends and saying, they're like, look at help my child too. I said, okay, this is a business. Let me create something for these children. So honestly, Akashx has been a blessing. And my why was really for me to find more so that I can become more and do more for my children, and understanding the implication of being able to learn this skill and know it with the tools that Akashx was offering. It was already a done deal for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ginodu. I'm going to Chairman Yura. Chairman Yura, you've been trading for 10 years. Well, you saw Akashx and you said, let me join this. Why did you join Akashx?
All right, good evening, everyone. Hope you can hear me well.
Yes, we can.
All right, good evening, everyone. And great to have each and every one of you on this call. Dr. Love, Dr. Ginodu, Shampipizen. I like that name, Shampipizen. I saw somebody today and I'll gist you later. So trading is a continuum. All right. So trading is a continuum. You need to keep getting better. All right. You need to keep getting better. It's like I have 2 first degrees. So okay, I have 2 first degrees. I did a PhD. I did a master's. I might at some point decide to go on and do a doctorate. Okay. So it's continuous improvement. The more you learn, the more you earn. Okay. The more you learn, the more you earn. I just came back not long ago because my daughter had an award today, so we had to go to our school to receive the award. And so I just got back. So I said, okay, let me catch some rest. Then I want to go and study fair value gap. Okay, I said that fair value gap book, I'm going to read all of it between this night and tomorrow morning. I'm going to read it. There are a couple of things that I've set out for myself that I want to do to study between now and Monday, because make no mistakes about it. It says, true knowledge shall the just be delivered. True knowledge shall the just be delivered. There's no other industry where you see the practical application of these than in trading, because the better your skills, like Blessing likes to call it, honing your skills, the better you hone your skills, the more you can earn. So it's a knowledge-driven industry. Okay, it's a knowledge-driven industry. Is an industry that your reward is a direct proportion. Your reward is in direct proportion to your ability to apply yourself. So the more you apply yourself and you get better in terms of the skill set, the more you're able to do. Okay. Of course, it comes with its own challenges, and we all have our challenges, including myself. I think it was yesterday at the end of trading, I was measuring, okay, what have I done? What have I achieved in the past 2 weeks? I was checking, okay, what have I achieved? What did I do right? What did I do wrong? The trades that I won, what did I do right? The trades that I lost, what did I do wrong? The monies I made, what did I do right? The monies that I lost, what did I do wrong? Okay, check and balance. After 2 weeks, did I lose money? Did I break even or did I make profit? So I sat back and I analyzed this, and I know the areas where I made mistakes. I know the areas where I need to improve. So what am I going to do? After this call now, probably I take a rest for 1 hour and I go to study. Because make no mistakes about it, this is real. This is real. So I go to study. Now, I'm not studying for someone else. I'm studying to improve my profitability. I was doing my math today in my head and I was smiling to myself. I'm looking forward to the day where I'll be doing $10,000 a day. I'm looking forward to the day we've had this discussion with Blessing. I'm looking forward to the day where I will be doing $20,000 a day. And I've also worked out how much equity that I need to be able to do that, because it's a function of your equity as well as your knowledge. So I've told myself, okay, every week I need to grow my account by this margin. When I make withdrawals, I need to leave this percentage. So I'm not taking out everything that I make. I was listening to who posted, I don't know, I think Dr. Dupe, I can't remember who posted that video of Javid, and I was listening to him. He was talking about how he kept increasing his equity. He was studying, increasing his knowledge and increasing his equity. He was increasing his
Giving
knowledge.
some to his mom. I love that part.
And they're increasing his equity. Study, increase his equity, give some to his mom. So you keep building up your capital. You know, the other day we were talking with Blessing and about some guys that are doing some crazy monies that we see on the internet, and we're also looking at their equity is a function of equity of the equity. So when I saw in Akashx the ability to learn more, the tools available here, you know, and the robust academy and the tools available, the live sessions, the scanners. I said, you know what? Let's get in here. Okay, let's get in here. There's value here. So I really came in, you know, because of the value, to be able to become a better trader, to be able to improve myself, to be able to be more, like Jim Rohn would say. Jim Rohn says, if you want to earn more, you only need to become more. So if you become more, you will earn more. The same thing applies in trading. As I get better in learning, as I get better in my knowledge, what's going to happen? My ability to earn will increase, not just my ability to earn, my ability to retain what I've earned. Because one of the greatest challenges with trading is not to make money, is the discipline to retain the money you have earned, be able to take it out of the market. So thank you so much. That is it for me.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm coming to Lady Shampepe, my double blessing. So why did you join Akashx? You're muted.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Love. Can you guys hear me? Good evening,
Yes, we
good
can.
afternoon, good morning, everyone on the call. Thank you so much, Dr. Love, for organizing this amazing session. I won't forget to recognize my own superstar coach and mentor in person of Chairman Ure Eziagu. Dr. OJ, I see you. Mr. Ezike, I see you. And every superstar on the call. I'm super, super excited. You know, one thing, Dr. Love, when it comes to the foreign exchange market, it gets me overly excited, you know, overly excited, because like I keep telling people, this is the only opportunity, you know, that can turn you from a nobody to a somebody. You know, this is an opportunity that if you are willing to go through the process, if you're patient to go through the process, it will change your life forever. And, you know, it's an exponential growth. You know, the way your life will change, even people around you will just be wondering what's happening. So for me, you know, when Chairman Ure called me and introduced me to Akashx, as being that I've been trading, you know, for a very long time, you know, the first thing I asked him was, why do you think this academy, we should jump on this academy? And when he showed me the tools and products, you know, Akashx has, you know, I didn't argue with him, because they say when you have a mentor, you know, you're already there. He has already made all the mistakes. You know, you're not making any mistake. You're already there. So I just, you know, keyed into it. When I saw the tools and products, you know, Akashx had, I said, this is it. This is what I am looking for. I don't want to be sitting, on charts from morning till night, being that my hands are very full. So I needed something that will help me, because what Akashx has done is they've cut the shortcut. They've demystified the whole process. They've made the whole process very simple. So I didn't need to be sitting on charts from morning till night. So what made me join Akashx, what made me say yes to Akashx was because of the tools, the products, they have in Akashx, and the level of their professionalism. Being that we've been in this space for quite a while, we can be able to compare, notes with other academies. So Akashx had everything that I needed to fly, and I keyed into Akashx. That's that for me. Thank you.
Thank you. Ezekiel, I'm coming to you. So, why did you join Akashx? You're muted. Have you unmuted? I'm not, you're still muted.
All right, so I'm good now. All right, thank you very much. I truly appreciate everyone on the call, all the superstar leader here. Chairman Yura, I celebrate you, sir. Great mentor there. Dr. Love, Dr. OJ, busy making money. And the forest lady boss, I see she's even still, I'm sure she's checking out her money.
She's checking your BTC. She's checking her BTC because it's weekend. She can't check gold.
I know. We know them. We know they are, the IG is always there.
Yeah,
They're
right.
checking
I'm on a BTC
trade. All right. Why did I join Akashx? Akashx is what I've always been looking for. Not that I know the name Akashx before now, but based on my background, banking background, I already know there is something called foreign exchange, and there's a department that takes care of that in the banking sector. And I actually went around all the units, all the departments in the bank, in the bank, but I didn't get to that foreign exchange department because I really wanted to go there, because if I've gone there, I would have learned for free. The bank would have been the one to get the cost, I get the knowledge, and that's it. But yeah, I think that was the only unit I was not. And my friend, my brother, big uncle, Mr. Henry, at some point, there was a time where like, okay, let's get someone to trade for us. And we needed to give the person a certain amount to trade, but the terms was not too cool. So we declined and still scouting for where we can learn. And every schools around was so expensive, until one day he saw Akashx and he mentioned it to me, and it's what I've been looking for. I just couldn't say no. I'm like, okay, let's see what they have. Share the screen with me. I saw what they have. Too many resources, too many tools, fantastic expert educators that are readily available to coach you from 1 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. That's it. So let's do it. So my why around it was like, my mind is always blaring with ideas. I want to do something. I want to do something. And I remember sometimes, even while I was still with the banking sector, I needed to set up a brand, on the side. So I worked to Bank of Industry in Nigeria, Abuja, speak plenty English there, show them my pitch and all that. And they gave me one crazy condition that I should go set up a physical building so that they will know, yes, I've started something. I'm like, oh, so I have that money so much and I'm coming to a so-called Bank of Industry. It was so disheartening. Like, can you imagine Nigeria? This is cruise, man. I say all this, and you can't give me the resources to go set up this. And I'm sure, very sure, that picture I dropped there, somebody there will carry that and go do it. I know, pay government money to do that. But you that brought the stuff, they just find a way to dismiss you. So I've always known that if you're an entrepreneur and you want to raise funds, it's crazy. It's not very easy. I thought it's easy in US. When I asked Dr. OJ, say your Shark Tank is there for, I said, Shark Tank what? So I know, okay, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. So that was my biggest why. Like, okay, if I have to raise capital, I have to raise it on my own. Nobody is coming to bail you out. And this foreign exchange market will give me the capacity to be able to raise my capital for the businesses I have to do on the side. And if you're a type that your mind is always blaring with ideas, you want to do something, you know how frustrating it is that you want to do something, you need some capital, and nobody is there to bail you out. Government is not there, you know, the big boys around, they are giving you tough conditions, and just like, I just have to do this thing on my own. So that was my biggest why. Like, I would like to do things on my own, whatever thing I want to do, whatever resources, financial resources I want to raise, I should be able to raise it on my own is my biggest why. And I'm happy. I'm about 6 months, you know, it's about 6 months journey, and it's already getting clearer. And I'm already putting a timeline to everything I want to do. Like, okay, I would like to raise this by this time. I'm putting a timeline to it. You know, it's already feeling fulfilling already that it's a possibility. So just I know, you know, before I started that it's possible here. I'm already seeing the green light that it's very, very possible to raise capital, to do my businesses, to build my brand on the side. And that is my biggest why I started Akashx. And the resources, the experts, the tools on the academy, they are super, super, super working. Every stage you go, there is a tool for you. There is a tool for you at a rookie stage. There's a tool for you at, you know, at an intermediate state. There's a tool for you at an advanced state. And there's a tool for you at an expert state. Gets to a point that you now want to just be talking to the likes of those experts. You want to share, you know, what you see in the market. And when they start saying what you're saying, you start feeling big, like, yeah, I think I'm getting this thing. So I'm super excited. Akashx, and it's been Akashx, and it will always be Akashx. And I'm happy about that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I like all the grammar all of you are speaking since. But I'm going to tell you why I joined Akashx. When I met Chairman Uriel at the radio station, we spoke about trading. The only reason I joined Akashx is because of signals. Nothing more. Because I was able to trade with signals. That was the only reason I joined Akashx, because I wasn't ready to learn Forex. I never thought I could learn Forex. When they tell me about Forex years back, charts, like I said, I had a private teacher that would come to my house, and each time the person comes, immediately we start trading. He was talking trade, he start talking, I will start sleeping. Today, my children are learning how to trade. One of them, I don't know, everything, that girl looks like me. Everything, she looks like me. My twin girl, everything she takes after me. She's 5 years old. When they start the trading class, when they start the video, the twin, who is a boy, they will be very excited about the Forex trading. The girl will start sleeping. I know they feel big taboo because my mama look like. So the only reason I joined Akashx was to come and use signals. I didn't come to learn. I just said, let me join. At least I'm using the signal to make money. Then when they now told me about profit, that I'll be getting $10,000 or $200,000 or more, see money. So when Chairman would say, no, we should be telling people about education. Don't tell people about profit. I say, Chairman, you never sabi. Even We Love Oladele. I joined Akashx because of the $10,000 and $200,000 that we are coming to get. Now, one thing, Akashx opened my eyes. It opened my eyes to the fact that something I didn't know before, something I didn't think of, that people could get money to trade. That there are cooperative firms that are willing to give you money. As a matter of fact, even when I was reading from Traders Mastery, yesterday I bought another $100,000 because I wanted to use for my signal competition that I was doing. But because of this break, I said, okay, I will start talking cost first again. So I said, I'm buying a fresh $100,000. But what I was reading is that even when you know more with your knowledge, they can even give you up to $1 million. And I believed in it because I now got close to a guy who is doing so well, who last year alone made over $300 million in the foreign exchange, in Nigeria, no. And he now started his own prop firm. So he was not the one analyzing to me that prop firms, they're always looking for those who can trade. That once you can trade and they see that you're making money, they can even come to you behind and give you more money to trade. That they want you to make profit for them now. So I sat down and said, so I can even have, that means like if I know how to trade, I can even have access to $5 million. You know, in those days, these forex traders, the way they get money is they approach investors individually. And sometimes, you know, so much stress for you to get this money. But now you have these prop firms that are there. Just by the time they know your capability, are willing to give you the money. When I discovered that one, I said, signals will not do it. Signals will not do for me again. Now the knowledge has to come in. That's why I started learning, because I now saw that the money is here. What I need now is knowledge. The difference, the money, so there's so much money waiting for me. If I have knowledge of forex trading, then for me, I said, no matter what it takes, I must learn this forex trading, no matter what it takes. And I'm so excited with even the improvement in 6 months. I was watching the video of, I don't know whether you have watched that video. I was laughing at myself on that video. When Funshaw that Jamayura brought to teach liberty strategy, I was asking, in fact, if you listen to that video, at that voice of that woman that is asking, should I call it foolish question or the question, I don't even want to start to tap those questions. I was out person asking Traders Mastery. What is Traders Mastery? Am I going to download it? Is it an app? I was asking some very, 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 well, you will know that this person is also in forex trading. The question was so funny. I was hearing my voice in that video, and I was just laughing. I said, I mean, they asked this question 6 months ago, but now I have known a little, not much, but I'm acting for what I have known, and I'm not giving up. Every day, I spend an average of 4 hours on my table learning forex, and I'm not stopping at all. Every day, I spend as much as 4 hours. Sometimes I do for money tonight. Especially now that my children are on holiday, that I will say, okay, I want to give them 2 hours, 3 hours when they are learning. Let me go and stay with them. Not good for anybody. That's why I brought out that terminology. I know they grieve for myself. If I don't grieve for myself, I won't grieve for you. So I joined Akashx. The truth is I joined Akashx because of signals. I joined Akashx because of, I don't want to do anything. Hands-on. I want hands-on. I want to be using the signals. That's the reason I joined. And I joined Akashx because I want to come and enjoy the profit money. But now Akashx brought out my interest, especially the community, the Wealth Hub community, the amazing people I came to meet. Chairman started the journey, but when I met Double Blessing, I call her my double blessing because, you know, when you are, even the few minutes you listen to her now, you'll see that when Double Blessing is talking, you will know that her second name is foreign exchange. When she's talking, you will know that this person is there. Everything about her is for the foreign exchange market. So when I listened to her, you know, I just said, no. This is possible. So people, if you're listening to us now, even if you have never traded forex, 6 months ago, I've never traded forex. I have been doing cryptocurrency, but I don't trade. I just buy. I'm an investor in the crypto space. But I joined Akashx. I wanted to just come and enjoy signals, but I met an amazing community. I met an amazing set of people who want you to succeed. And that's why we are still here, and that's why we are going on this journey. So I'm going to go to my second question. And my second question, what I will do is I will ask two persons, the same question, then we'll move on. So I'm going back to Dr. Jinodu. How has using Akashx signals or training or tools change your mindset and your money habits?
Thank you so much, Dr. Love. Thank you, thank you. Welcome, Mr. Ezekiel, my wonderful trading partner. And Chairman Euro, I welcome you again, sir. Thank you so much. Good morning, everybody, once again. So how has it changed my money habits? Now, everything, honestly, after getting into this space and seeing the potential of how not only having a prop firm account can help you grow, but being able to take whatever little you have, matching it with the knowledge, and even growing that one small, and seeing that it will grow, that has really redirected me in how I kind of apply my funds. Just any little amount, now I'm like, okay, let me put this $100, let's it add to my equity. I put $50 there, now it's 150. So let me now use that to start multiplying, because with trading, what you're really banking on is the compounding effect. Like Sister Blessing said, Lady Champepe, she said it's like exponential growth. So whatever you put in there, it's not just going to double, it's not going to triple. With the skill set that we're learning, you can easily 10x your money in a short amount of time. In one day, in one day, can take small money, 10x it. You might not look at it like much, but when you're able to take 50 and turn it to $200, and that same $200 now can go to 1,000, and you see the compounding effect of that money, that's when you begin to appreciate this skill set. And the fact that being in this space allows you to do that. So it has really redirected my thought process and money habits to know that, okay, yes, investing money is good, but knowing exactly where to invest it to get that exponential compounding interest growth is my main focus right now. So whatever is coming in, I'm trying to figure out, okay, while we want to pay the bills and do certain things, then we also want to put something little aside, because that's something little. With what I know, I can turn it into 100% growth in less than a week if I choose to, or even 1,000% if I choose to. With some trades that we take on Wealth Hub, most of us, without the prop firm, even in our live accounts, we can see that we're making 1,000%, which is unheard of. There's no business that you're going to do, even if it's buying and selling, whatever you're doing, that is going to give you that level of money growth. So yeah, that's how it's made me feel like there's no money that is too little to get started with on this journey.
Thank you. Ezekiel, coming to you. So how has using the signals, the training, the tools, how does it change your mindset and your money habits? Ezekiel is like, you won't mute yourself again. Because you're always struggling with your mute.
Okay, thank you very much. So using the tools, how the tools have really helped, my finance. It's so sweet that it gives me a balance, like gives me a very good balance. There are sometimes I get busy with some other things, and I'm able to make use of tap to trade. It's super, super, super excellent, because I know when I'm busy, I don't need to worry about am I able to monitor this trade. So I delegate I delegate my task to my boss. The experts are bigger than me. I know. Yes, they are, because they are the experts. Imagine me delegating to Joelarias. Joel, you watch this trade. You know how sweet that is. Or I have to reach Bandega. I don't have to say it, but by the virtue of that, too, that's what I'm doing. All right, because I'm busy and I'm not able to monitor, a certain trade at a certain time, but I am still not leaving any money on the table. So it makes me to leverage big time. I always say, leverage is you being able to make in time what you lack in ability. When I've not known how to analyze the market, I was still picking money. I wasn't leaving any money on the table. And when I also tried to understand how to trade. I wasn't leaving any money. And when I'm busy, I still don't leave any money. Rather, I use Tap to Trade to delegate to the superstar educators we have to be the one to monitor the trade. And that's super amazing. Someone who is coaching is someone who is monitoring your trade. How beautiful is that? So the fear of will he manage it well is not there. He's already my expert. So he will manage it well. So I love that too. So that's how useful the tool, especially Tap to Trade, has been for me. It helps me to delegate, to
Your
the
network.
experts to trade for me.
Wow.
Right?
His network is hanging at this time. Okay, so I will go to Lady Champepe. Sorry, it must be my hanging then. I was thinking it's
Yeah, it's your network. I think it's your network.
It was my network hanging, not Ezekiel. I was thinking it was Ezekiel. So Ezekiel, sorry, have you ended up before I interjected that time? I told you not to be unmuting again. I decree not to mute again.
Yes, he finished. He rounded up.
Okay, you rounded up. Okay, thank you. Okay, so Lady Champepe, please go ahead. What would you have to say to someone who is watching us, who is like, can I do this? Are these people saying the truth? Is it that easy? What advice would you have for someone like that?
Okay, first of all, I would like to, to say to everyone on the call, that has been having challenges, have been having a double-minded, that this skill is something that is not doable. What anyone can do, everyone can do. You will meet storms, you will meet obstacles, where all you need to do, you have to stay focused. And you must, have a why. Why am I doing this? You must have a why, and let your why be strong enough. You get your fingers burnt, you get bad experiences, along the line, you ask yourself. I have a lot of people that will, chat me, some will call me and tell me, I don't think this is for me. I don't think I can do this, and I keep encouraging them, telling them that what anyone can do, everyone can do. So you must be focused. You must know why you're going into, the foreign exchange market. You must have your why. Let your why be strong enough. Don't be scared. Like we always say, consistent practicing, is a process. Be willing to go through the process, come here with an open mind, be willing to go through the process. And while you're going through the process, constant practicing, you keep learning. And the good thing about the foreign exchange market is the more you learn, the more you earn. So the more you learn, the more you earn. Don't get scared. Tell yourself that if this person is doing it, if Champepe is trading forex, I too can trade forex. But you must put in the work. Some people want to cheat the grind. And I tell you, you can never cheat the grind. The grind knows exactly, the input that you're putting in. So you can't cheat the grind. Don't be scared. You can do it. Some people will tell you, the charts, I can't understand anything. Is with just be patient. With time, you understand how the chart works. Just keep learning, be open to unlearn what you've learned. Be willing to, talk to people, get assistance. Don't be scared. You can do it. For me, my why kept me going. I was tired of where I was, and I've seen a lot of my friends, their life changed overnight just trading the financial market. So I said, okay, I'm not going to give up. Whatever it takes for me to win in this market, I'm going to win. It's either I win or I win, no going back. So I'm a full-time trader. I don't do anything. I pay my bills 110% from the foreign exchange market. So all you need to do is to be patient with the process, keep learning, let your why be strong enough, let your why drive you so that you can, make the best out of it. Don't be scared. What anyone can do, everyone can do. Thank you so much, Dr. Love. You can take it away.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm coming to you, Chairman Yura, because I know that I've listened to you once, and you said that a few years back, when you started, the first academy that you belonged to, you didn't even know how to trade. You were in the school, or you were even making money already through the affiliate session, but you didn't even know how to trade for. You didn't even know how to trade for like 6 months to 1 year. Chairman Yura, are you with us?
Yeah, Dr. Love, I'm here, but pardon me now, I might not be able to share my screen now, but I'm here.
Okay, no problem. So you said you couldn't even trade, that you couldn't even trade for 6 months to 1 year. So I want you to give your own advice to that person who is listening to us, who is looking at, can I trade? Is it what these people are saying? Is it real? What would you have to say to such a person?
Yeah, what I would have to say to that person is to know that trading is not a 100 meters dash. Trading is a marathon. Trading is not a 100 meters dash. Trading is a marathon. Nobody ever got a university degree after 1 or 2 months. It takes 4 years. All right. My second child is studying nursing. It's 5 years. She's at 400 level now. Her mates that they joined, they were admitted into the school the same year, that were doing other courses, have graduated. I think they graduated either yesterday or 2 days ago, but she still has an extra year to go. And now she's doing what? She's doing practicals. Okay, so trading is not, most people, when they come into trading, they look at it as a get-rich-quick scheme. Somebody comes to learn how to trade, like a gentleman in the US was talking to me, that if by the end of this month he doesn't get this right, he wouldn't do it again. I said, no problem, sir. It's up to you. You can move on anytime you decide. I've gone beyond trying to persuade anybody. No, you can move on anytime you decide. How many years? I asked him, I said, sir, the job that you're doing in America, how many months, how many years did it take you to learn that job? People will be patient, like someone said, to put in 4 years to learn a job that at the end of the day will be paying you $12 an hour. I do $12 in a minute. A minute. That's what you're paid for an hour. I do it in a minute or two. But you're not patient to learn the skill. So right here in World Up, we have what we call process, practice, patience, profit. So that's our mantra, that's our motto. So you need to be patient to learn the skill. Like Ezekiel says, it's a master's degree. I call it doing a master's degree in foreign exchange. I have a master's degree, so I know how long it takes to do master's degree. It takes anywhere between, it's 18 months to do master's degree, 18 months to do a master's degree. That's 1 year, 6 months to do a master's degree. Maybe if you go to a shortcut school, it might take you 12 months. There are some schools that are shortcut schools. It can take you 12 months. But any standard master's degree, if I'm right, it takes about 18 months, because I think that was what it took me to get my master's degree. But the beautiful thing about this, it takes 24 months for 36 credits in the US. Wow. The beautiful thing about this is, as you're learning, at some point, you start making profit on your own. The only challenge is that people are too focused on the profit side. Then you have to deal with the human emotion. It affects every one of us. The human emotion affects every one of us. Which day was that day that Trump said he was going to fire Powell? I was trading, no, Dr. Love. I had made over $600. So it had come to my TP. It came there 3 times. And I looked at the market. I said, the way this market is going, no, this market will drop more. Let me see if this money can get to 1,000. Let me just relax more. Price came there, price bounced, created a higher high. I said to myself, but this thing is rejecting this zone. It has rejected this zone 3 times. It's creating a higher high. Bros, take your money. The other mind said, no, calm down, wait small, wait small. My dear, I checked Forex Factory. There was no news. I knew there was no news. News had passed by 1:30. The next thing I saw was ping. I said, what happened? What is this? What happened? So what is that? Dealing with the human greed. That took $400 from me that day.
You're lucky, say, didn't take everything, didn't take all the 600.
I closed it in myself. Immediately I saw the market, I cut it off. And if I had joined the buy, I would have made it back. But I said to myself, sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. So I respected myself, shut down my laptop, and I left the market. But you see, because I have learned it, like Blessing would always say, any money that we lose in the market, we get it back in the market. The next day, I shut down the laptop, left everything. But the next day, I went back to trade and I got back my $400. So, but you see, it takes patience, it takes practice. You don't have to do, it's not, let me also bring clarity. It's not easy, it's not going to be easy. Don't think that it's a walk in the park. You just come in and you start packing the money. If not so now, everybody for don't be millionaires. There's work part involved in it. There is work. There is nothing easy, nothing good that comes easy. But as you stay consistent, you're going to make it. And you don't have to be like Dr. Love, who does 4-hour study. As she was saying she does 4-hour study, I was telling myself, even me, I don't do 4-hour study. I say, I've never done 4-hour study, studying Forex. 4 hours? What am I doing studying Forex for 4 hours? And I've never done that. So I hail her for that. I was telling someone in the US, I said, do you know that just put 1 hour a day, just an hour a day, an hour a day. Just an hour a day. If you can do 1 hour a day and you are consistent for the next 6 months, it will amaze you where you will be. The beautiful thing about this is that once you learn this skill, every day, okay, let me shock you. I have two accounts, right? There's an account that is my daily trading account. There's also an account that I started last 2 weeks with $100. I told Blessing, I told Ezekiel, it's actually an experiment that we're working on. I think by the end of next week, we'll make it open to the whole house. The goal is to compound that $100 every day at 10% for 6 months. Do you know how much that will give you? $500,000. $500,000. We've not made it, we've not told everybody about it. So, but that's what is coming. We're already working on it. We're on the back end. In fact, you people would have noticed that for about a week or two now, I don't show up too much on the 10 a.m. If I show up, I don't talk. By the time I open my laptop and I show you people certain things, you think this one that you think you know, you just know that when I resume 10 a.m. and I show you some things or more, you know, say we've gone to level 2. Ezekiel, when I is on my head, or more, we've gone to level 2. We've gone to
That's level. We have gone next level.
We're
Next
ready.
level.
We're ready, Chairman. We're ready. Let's go. Let's get it.
So that is
Akashx 2.0.
We're going to take that. So we have that $100 account, and you can see it's patient. Look at the goal. The goal is 6 months from now till the end of the month. It's just 10% a day, 10% a day, and you leave that account. 10% a day, and you leave that account. So everybody, once we're done with what we're doing at the back end, and we're launching it, which might be by the end of this week that we're entering, I think by the upper week, we'll launch that. So once we launch that, everybody is going to have to create a second account. I told Blessing I'm also arranging a broker that we're going to use for that. Everybody's going to create a second account, and that second account, just put $100 in it, not 1,000, just $100. The goal is 10% a day. So the first day, what are we doing? $10. Once we do that $10, shut down that account. There's a template for it, there's everything. But at the end, you're going to see the patience and the consistency. At the end of 6 months, you will be amazed what you can do if you're consistent for the period that we're doing it, because we'll be doing it at the 10 a.m. session. If you're consistent for that period of time, you will see that by the end of this year, you can take money from that account and go and buy a house or go and build it. And somebody like Dr. Ginado, you can take that money from that account and pay off your mortgage. For those who have access to mortgage, Ezekiel, you in Nigeria, you only
Let's
will go and build.
Oh, you should go and
Let's
buy.
go.
Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. One for me, one for Philip. Let's go. Pay off his college, man. Let's go.
Develop it. For Dr. Love, you now de-roof down your house and put another one on top. So that is it. So you need to be patient. You need to be disciplined. Then one of the greatest challenges that I've had as a trader, and I know every trader has, is handling that human factor, the greed factor, is handling greed. Just imagine I traded and I've made $400. Shouldn't I say, thank you, Father, for my daily bread? $400, if you do the math, that's over 600,000. I made that money in about 2 or 3 hours. Over 600,000. How many people earn 600,000 in a day? Dr. Ginado, how many people in the US earn $600 every day?
No, that's not so. That's not the average cap. That's very rare.
So
Even for
shouldn't I be grateful and go? So please, you need to learn to discipline. I'm telling myself that discipline yourself. Learn. There are 2 things you must learn in this market. I've been telling myself, you must learn when to get into the market and when to get out of the market. If you saw the chart that I posted on the group yesterday, if you took that trade, you saw it played out exactly. I didn't give parameters on because we've been learning this thing. Let's put it to practice. So I marked out my entry price, the TPs, and I dropped it on the group. If you took that trade, please put a 1 on the chat box. If you took that trade, put a 1 on the chat box. It got to, I think the entry price, my original entry price was 33.57. The price pulled up a little bit, got to 33.59, and started dropping from 33.59. Did anybody take that trade? If you took that trade, you are in very, very good profit, or you made profit. But you see that at some point it kept ranging. Then I said to myself, today is Friday, just close this trade. So I closed all my positions and I left the market. By the time I checked the chart, I think that around 9 yesterday, I saw that it has really dropped to TP1. It got to almost the TP1. But when I saw price was ranging, I could hold. But being Friday, I decided to close till Monday. So please, one thing you must learn is when to enter the market and when to get out of the market. There's what we call sniper entry. If you get a sniper entry, you never lose money. So one thing that we must learn, and everyone who wants to trade should learn, is when to enter and when to exit. Even if you're in good profit, at some point you should exit. That's why you must have your daily target. If your daily target is $50, if you've made $50, exit. Be grateful for that day. So dealing Human greed is very, very important. So those are my for the anybody coming in, be patient, learn the skill, give it time, control your greed. Over to you, Dr. Love.
Thank you. So for these two questions remaining now, I'm going to be giving us 1 more minute to answer the question. Okay, so I'm going back to Dr. Jinodu. What mistake have you made in trading, and what did you learn? In your trading journey, what mistake have you made, and what did you learn?
Yes, so mistakes are abundant. In fact, I don't know, my mistakes are not, they're not typical to me. But one of them is knowing when to get in and out of the market. And I think it's the greed factor. You know, some of us, especially with our Christians, who say, it's not possible. You know, when people say you're greedy, you say, no, I don't have the spirit of greed. I'm not greedy. I'm very content with what God has given me. You know, I don't look at my neighbor's car. I don't do, but when you get into the market, that is when the spirit of greed will show you that I am there. You just didn't know it. Every one of us, we are dealing with this demonic entity called greed. No matter how holy and sanctified you are, I'm telling you, that was the first. I never thought I was a greedy person. I thought I was. I'm a good person. I'm a child of God. I'm a woman of God. You know, what greed me? Greed how? But when I started trading, I realized, oh, God, you are greedy. You are greedy. I tell myself, I say, what is wrong with you? Your village people will follow you to the market every day. You will make money, but they will sit down with you. They will sit on your shoulder. The one on the left, on the right, that will tell you, wait. It's 150. Let it reach 200. You say, let me wait. It will drop. You say, no. It's gonna push back up based on the analytics that I did. I know that it's gonna push back up. It will push back there and say, no, wait. Just wait, it's coming. Before you know it, your profit has gone, it have gone, and you're like, okay, what is all this? Right before my eyes, I was green, and now I'm red. How? Jesus, no, Jesus is like, what is my business with this? You came into this market, the greed in your mind. Playing out in real time. For all of us. That's the biggest thing. And I think the second biggest mistake that I have made that I'm really learning and I'm like telling myself is once you know that you have hit a certain amount, even if your take profit is still a couple of pips away, if you have reached your goal for the day based on your trading plan, leave the market. Leave the market. Money no dey finish for trading markets. It's always there. That thing that will keep you there consistently is what will just continue to mess with your discipline. Because see, discipline is very important. And discipline includes your ability to set a plan in place to say, okay, $200 a day, $300 a day, you've hit it. But the market is good that day, you can make 1,000. But when you actually insist on maintaining what you have set your mind out to do, over time, that discipline will serve you well. Because on the day when market is not smiling, you will not be caught in that web. So even when market is laughing like, hey, come, yes, it's good. But on the day when market is not smiling, your discipline will serve you well. So you have to be able to maintain. So that's what I'm doing, serving myself with discipline. Another thing is knowing how many losses I'm willing to take a day and just maintain it. When I've reached 1, 2, there's no revenge. It's now buying. Let me go and buy and get it back. No more revenge trading. I don't do that. I've done that revenge trading. I lost. I now lost on top of losing. You know that kind of loss that you will lose and you're like, God, what is it? Is it only me? No, it's not anybody that is doing you. It's you yourself and yourself. You have to be able to stick to the plan. You're losing 2 positions a day. I'm done. Shut it down. Let's go. Move on to something else. That's it. So that discipline is very important. So now I'm getting better. And by the way, guys, I've not been here for that long. So if you're there thinking, oh, I have to do this, I get to learn this after 6 months. I've only been here for 2 months. So I'm a baby. Out of all these, my beautiful sisters with chairman, my wonderful, I am a baby. I'm 2 months into this. So everything that I know is because I set my heart to say, this thing, I will get it. I will do it. I will know it. I will master it. So like Jim Rohn says to know yourself is to grow yourself. And to know yourself is also to lead yourself. So when you know that greed is something that everybody deals with, you will try to lead yourself away. When is sitting there and saying, wait, say, come, get away from here. Let me get out from this market. So it's very important. So those are some of the mistakes that I've made. And honestly, nobody ever grows past it. You just have to daily discipline yourself. Like the Bible says, we renew our minds daily. So when we come to that 5 a.m., 10 a.m. call that we do, for me, it's 4 a.m. That's when I'm renewing my mind for the day to say, okay, today we're not moving mad, we're moving good. We're not moving mad, we're moving good. We're not getting into the market, we're not moving mad.
What you said that you are just 2 months old. So let me quickly ask, before you joined Akashx, have you ever traded? Do you know anything about trading? Do you know those lot size, those pips? Do you know about them?
When I joined Akashx, I did not know. In fact, when Dr. Dupe said this week, you are watching these videos, you are learning, I said, okay. I was like, what is candle? I didn't even know those things are candles. I just said, what's all this? I said, what is candle? I said, okay, lots. What's if I lot size? Maybe after 3 weeks, I started understanding because I didn't. It was like German. I was watching the video. I was like, just like you, Dr. Love, I will sleep. I said, this was speaking German. Let me sleep. I will be sleeping. I said, okay, the video has finished. I didn't want, I'll rewind it and play again because my brain was not, I did not understand anything. And so when they are playing the video, it's putting me to sleep. I'm sleeping. I called Doctor. I said, Doctor, please, this thing is not working. I'm not understanding anymore. It's like German. Okay, just sit down with me and break it down to me. What is candle? Is it candle? Like, what is it? Is it because he has like a tip? Like I was a novice. Like I knew nothing, zero. So now looking at a chart and like, okay, it's going to go here, go there. I'm like, whoa, man, I'm so proud of myself. And that's because of Akashx.
Well done. Zike, I'm coming to you. I know you're also 6 months like me. So before you joined Akashx, before you answer the question, before you joined Akashx, did you know about trading? What's your level of knowledge in trading?
Zero. My level of knowledge in trading was actually zero. The only thing I could say maybe I knew was just to talk about all-time high, which is the knowledge from the blockchain. I'm familiar with all-time high. Bitcoin is hitting an all-time high. Ethereum, that's what I know. So that's the much I know. At least that's the only knowledge I can say is relevant to trading. At least we still talk all-time high here and stuff like that. So that was all I know. For me, it was a zero when I started.
So what happened? What was it? That was the transformation in 6 months.
The transformation in 6 months is is super amazing. You know, I had to really work on myself. Like well, somehow I appreciate the my friend, my brother that put me on Akashx. I appreciate him a lot. There was a time he called me and I said, Ezekiel, you have to forgive me. Because I was busy, like very busy. I was doing a lot. So one of the reasons was like, will I have time to actually study? Because I know I will study, but I didn't know how much time I have to allocate to study. I didn't know that. So that was a concern, like, will I have time? Because I just set up a travel agency and it was taking, a whole lot of my time because it's a new business and all that. So I wasn't ready to take up some other thing that is going to take my time. So I was like, let me just hold on a bit. I'm not sure I'll be able to allocate time to. He said, don't worry. Just spend 1 hour a day. It was when I started and I spent 1 hour a day. It wasn't working. Nobody advised me to increase the number of hours I have to use to study. Nobody. And it got to a point that even chairman, my big mentor here, we say, Ezekiel, I've not been seeing. I said, sorry, sir, I'm consolidating. That was my language. I'm consolidating because I'm trying to. I'm brooding. I'm like learning. I just want to be sure that I grab it. It got to a stage that I just want to be sure I grab it. And when we're talking with him, he was not like, Ezekiel, so I'm so sorry I told you just need 1 hour to study. And maybe it's in the category of chairman that use one hand to study. Unfortunately, I'm not in that category anyway. So that is what makes all the difference. The time I started spending more time, I tend to watch an expert talked about a concept. It seems maybe I don't understand him too well. I go to another expert who is also saying the same thing on the same topic. He also talk about, I'll go to another one. He's also talking about the same thing. He's also saying it in his own way. But at the end of it, I now realize that little from here, little from here, little from here now help me to consolidate, on a certain, knowledge path I'm trying to build. And that had been very, very, very helpful. So spending more time being committed to study, training my mind and consistency has helped me to now
So
start
have you not
understanding
had
what's
any
happening.
any trading mistake that's you're almost like
Terrible,
giving up on this, that
terrible, very
that you're
terrible
almost
mistake.
giving up on this?
It's terrible. Actually, I tend not to give up on things because somehow before I say yes to anything, my mind is made up. All right. So, but the mistake it almost suffocated me. All right. And that I'm going to tell everybody here, please, I beg you, don't ever use loan to trade. Don't. That was my biggest mistake ever. Don't ever use loan to trade. That's you carrying your own emotions, psychology, and all that, and carrying the other party, whether it's a corporation that you got loan or something. You are, carrying all those baggage to the market. The market, yeah, the demons in the market is enough for you to go and employ other demons and then use it to approach the market. Don't try that. It's not as if I set out deliberately to take loan, but somehow do business with friends and you have some money with you and you're like, you feel overconfidence, beware of that. You feel like, yeah, I know this thing now. I can turn this thing around within, some minutes. I remember a friend who is also, started a travel agency, came to me, said, I have some millions here. What do you think, Ezekiel? Let's just turn it around within 24 hours and then we give it back to the owner. I have an experience from I just told him, please hold it. Sorry, don't bring it because I'll be concerned with too many things, concerned with the problem of the person, myself in need, my personality, my integrity, and so many things in line could not make me to actually, do well with that kind of money. If it is not your money, don't ever trade with it. And if your money is $10, it is that $10 you should use. Don't use anybody money feeling like you're overconfident, you know what you're doing. Don't do that. And the second one is for any reason you trade without stop loss, you don't know what you're doing. Anytime you have to trade without stop loss, you don't know what you're doing. So if anyone tells you he trades with stop loss, allow him. Maybe he has a superpower that is using to trade without stop loss. So I've just realized that if you're entering the market without stop loss, you don't really know. You're not sure of what, of that particular trade. If you're sure of that trade, there is no way you will not put stop loss. And those stop loss is about what is constant in the market, not even profit. All right. And if you hit your stop loss, you will learn from it. So if you have to be leaving your trade open, you don't know what you're doing. So
Which
those are
some people still do though.
Oh yeah. So if you're still trading without stop loss, you don't know yet. Or you don't know because when you know, you'll be able to put that stop loss and you'll be sure, you will still be sure that, even if it goes against you, your stop loss will be your bailout, But for you to even be able to understand that this is where my stop loss is another level altogether. So if you don't understand where your stop loss should be, you don't know yet. Keep studying to get to a point that when you start spotting your profit, first, your stop loss. When you start spotting your stop loss first, before your profit, you've come to another level. So those were my experiences, and I came out of it. I'm just super amazing. I'm happy that I was able to find a way around it, and I'm still here still grinding it, and definitely the story will be bigger next time, though.
Thank you. So I'm going to Shampepe now. How do you stay consistent when the energy is low? Do you get to have you ever gotten to a level where your energy is low while trading? Lady Shampepe.
Thank you so much, Dr. Law, for that question. That time will definitely come. You know, when you feel like maybe you've gotten your fingers burnt, you just, you know, whenever you take lessons in the market and you take huge lessons from the market, your energy must drop. Your energy level must drop, is a must. You know, but me, what keeps me going, you know, whenever I get my fingers burnt like this, I know that I'm going to make the money back in the market. I just know that this is one of the moments, you know, when the market, you know, have to humble you. So as a trader, every trader, we have our highs and lows. You know, we have, you know, periods when we get our fingers burnt or when the market deals with us. So whenever that happens, your energy level must drop. You know, but what keeps me going, you know, when all of that happens, I know that this market is the market that has been sustaining me. I've been making so much from this market. So it's one of those days. You know, I call them, you know, one of my bad days in the market, and I move. So it's normal with trading. You know, some days the
And I like
market
the way you
tends
said it's
to really
lessons.
misbehave.
It's lessons, not losses.
Yeah, I don't call them losses, because when I call them losses, there's this attachment, you know, I feel so bad. But when I call them lessons, you know, lessons have been learned. I go back to the market, I check, you know, what is it that I've been doing wrongly, you know, and I move. So I don't take that to heart. Whenever the market, you know, I get my fingers burnt in the market, I just encourage myself, because for me, money is energy. So whenever I take lessons, I just, you know, prepare for the next market. So money is energy to me. So I don't allow it to drain my energy for that long. But
Okay.
when it happens, as humans, you must feel it, you know, but I just encourage myself and wait for the next opportunity so that I can strike and recover
Okay.
my
Thank you.
losses, my
I can see
lessons.
some
Yeah,
hands
thank you.
up. I can see some hands up. We'll take questions now, but before we take questions, I want to now, in one word, I want to ask my panelists, because the theme of this event is why we love Akashx. So in one sentence, Dr. Jinadu, in one sentence, why do you love Akashx?
I love Akashx because it's a one size fits all for anyone who's looking to not only make money, but build a business, because you're able to help others reach their goals. It's not a place where you can come in and, yeah, you get what you need for yourself, but you're also able to bring other people in to do the same thing or even better. That's why I love it. And the system is easily duplicable. It doesn't burden anybody. It's very simple to understand, to come in. And if you follow the process, you know, like they say, follow the money and you'll get it. So that's why I love Akashx. It's a simple system that allows us to come in, get everything we need, but also help the people around us get what they need as well.
Ezekiel, why do you love Akashx?
Akashx and what Akashx represents, you know, it democratizes wealth creation. And I'm an advocate of that, though. So that's just what I'm going to say, so that, you know, you can make an impression on everyone here. It democratizes wealth creation. For every business you have to do, you have to be finding people, you know, in that target market. But this one, everybody is in this market. And I love the fact that there's no segregation of, okay, this is lower class, middle class, upper class. Any class you belong. Come on, let's just get in, plug in, and take out our own, you know, our own share of the cake. Yeah. So that makes a whole lot of sense to me. And I know I can scale here. Thank you.
Thank you. Lady Shampepe Diesel. Okay, no, I think I still don't know how to call it very well. I know you told me one day that I didn't pronounce
Zay,
it very well.
it's Zay, not this.
Zay,
It's
this
Zay.
Zay. So tell us why you love Akashx.
Okay, for me, first of all, why I love Akashx is because it's a first-class Forex education. And you know you can never go wrong with education. Secondly, why I love Akashx is because it has all the tools and products, for you to win big time. If you put it into use, you're going to win big time in the foreign exchange market. So it has all the tools and products for you to win. So I love Akashx because of it's a first-class Forex education, and you can never go wrong with education. And they have all the tools and products in place for you to win big time.
Thank you. Okay, so why I love Akashx is because it's the only community, only academy that has gotten me to learn Forex trading. I have paid people, I have gotten private tutors. I just couldn't learn Forex trading. They couldn't get me to learn. But Akashx happened to be that academy that provided the tools and the community that made me fall in love with Forex trading. So they got me for that. So thank you for listening to us. At this time, we are going to the audience. I can see V and up all the while. So I'm going to take questions. If you have questions, you can leave it in the chat box for our panelists. Question in what we have discussed here today, that's what we are coming to do. So V, I'm going to allow you on mute. V, you can talk to us now. The V, your answer has been up since, so you can talk to us now.
Good evening, everybody. I just want to thank my friend Kinsley that brought me into this platform. I've been into lectures like this. It comes with the lecturers and the presenters. They put fun into it. It looks as if something gets out of place. Like what I noticed, it's going to be long. It's going to be long. And the person that said when you go to university, is a 6-year course. Give us an average. When is my first year? Like if you do 6 months, that's you're beginning to get it. If you do 10 months, there should be a target. We're all human beings. Then what about I want to bring in somebody if I lay my hands on it and he's a starter. Because like the people that are speaking, these people that spoke, from what I got from them, they had an already standing business. So even if it fails, they run back. What of somebody that wants to make it in his own business? I'm not afraid to mention this WSG. So you just go there, or everybody talking is excited, you're happy, and at the end, there is no substance. And will we have the opportunity of having a direct mentor? Because learning in group, we that grew up in Africa, learning in group without seeing them is difficult. Thank you. So if I have any other thing, probably I'll type it in the group.
Okay, thank you, V. Yeah. So I'm sure you listened to to Shampepe when she said the only thing she does is Forex trading. So Lady Shampepe, you'll be the best person to answer that question. If there's no other thing you're falling on, it's only Forex trading, can you still do this?
If I will get your if I will get your question correctly, because the network was breaking. He wants to know the exact time one can learn Forex. Is that right? Is that correct? Am I correct?
Not exact time, but not time frame. If you say time frame, what I'm saying
is time frame. Okay, time frame.
If let's assume Forex trade is 4 years to be a little bit. What is my first year? Because if you're doing trade like this, like one of the presenters said, at the end of the day, you get $10. You may get 5. It will motivate you to do the next day. So it's not that we want to enter and hit that million that he's making. But the baby step we are making.
Okay, if you want to.
Okay, go
You know,
ahead.
if you want to become a professional trader, it takes like 10,000 hours you putting in. Can you hear me now?
I
Can
can
you
hear
hear
you.
me?
I don't want to be
So
professional
I'm saying that
at a go.
if, okay,
Hold on, V. You have asked your question. Let
just
her
hold
answer
on.
you.
I'm driving somewhere. You asked a
She's going
question and
somewhere.
allow me answer you.
You are the driver now. If you the drive,
So
say
if you
I don't
want to,
understand.
yeah,
Hold
so
on, V. Just hold on to the person. Allow them land. Allow
allow
your
me
person
educate
to land.
you.
Wonderful. I did hear. Thank you, ma.
If
Go
you want
ahead.
to become a professional trader, if you want to become a professional trader, it takes 10,000 hours of putting in the work for you to become a professional trader. You know, but one thing again we have in Akashx is this. It can take you just a week for you to know how to place trade. Some people can even learn how to place trade in a day. So making $5, $10, it is dependent on you. You know, dependent on how far you want to learn, how fast you are when it comes to learning. Because making $5 to $10, even $20 is not the problem, because we have good educators that when they call out trades, you can make money from those trades. So all you need to do is, while you're leveraging on their expertise, you know, you put in the work. You see, like I keep saying, you can't cheat the grind. You know, the grind knows exactly the work that you are putting in. So a month, you should be able to, you know, place trade, know your entries. When they give you entries, you know when to enter the market. So it depends on how you are able to put in the work. Because if you're not putting in the work, there's no magic. There's no magic here. And if you're coming in with a gambler's mindset, just because people are making money, you know, they say people are making money, you will not make it. So the first thing, you know, that you need to do is to learn how to place trades. You know, while you're taking trades from the experts, you're now learning how to navigate your own way in the market. So 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you can be able to place trade. You know, you can take trades from educators while you're learning what is forex, what is you know, the history of the forex market. You finish your basics class, you know, the time zones that we trade in the market. You know, it's like that. It's a gradual process. Like we keep saying, is a marathon, it's not a sprint. So you must first of all, you know, come with the mindset that I want to learn this thing. But what Akashx has helped you, you know, to do is, while you are learning, while you're trying to navigate your way, you know, we have tools that you can be earning. Just learn how to place trade, you know, learn how to put your stop loss, put your take profit, know when to enter the market. If we call a trade and we say, let's say you're taking gold at 33.24, you know, when the market is at 23.26, you don't have any business taking that trade. It has left you, it has gone like, you know, 2 pips up, and that's like 20. So you don't have any business taking that trade. So you must know the basics. With the basics, you're good to go. Then you hone your skill. You now learn it
Okay.
very well.
Okay, V. So just to break down further, in this academy, we learn and earn. In Akashx, that's why we love it. So I'm sure you listened to Dr. Jinodu. She's been here for only 2 years. I'm sorry, for only 2 months. And in 2 months before she joined, she knew nothing. I have been here for only 6 months. I joined in December. I joined precisely on 14th of December. Before I joined, I knew nothing. And Ezekiel is also 6 months. But it depends on individual. How are you ready to apply yourself? So for us that are here, we were ready to apply ourselves. You heard when I said for 4 hours every day. If we finish this class, I have not met my target of studying Forex for today. Because today I drank small, I played with my children, I said, let me just relax. So I didn't start until 4. So immediately we finish this class, I'm still going to go back on this laptop and study until I meet my target. You understand? So how much are you ready to apply yourself? So when you join Akashx, the basic thing is that you start taking the signals. So we learn and earn here. So as we are earning, we are still learning. For those who want to But we have some people who don't want to. Like I met somebody today and he said, love, I don't want to learn. I just want to make money. And I said, yes, it's a fit for you. Don't worry. When I came into, I didn't want to learn. I came to make money, but now I'm learning seriously. So do we have any other question? Please check the chat box. If you have questions, it's time to ask your questions. Let me see if there are questions in the chat box.
Okoro is raising his
Okoro
hand.
is raising his
Okay.
hands.
Okoro, please go ahead and ask your question.
So good evening all from my side, or good afternoon. I want to find out for some time now, no trader lost my phone. I know they say that new app is coming, and Fiamma said I can, I chatted him, I can download it from my laptop, but how do I go about it, getting it from the laptop? Though my laptop has a trading demo already here, but to get is their last before, or to learn my academy, how do I get it? Because for some time I've not been learning my academy.
Okay, no problem. Ezekiel will take that. Ezekiel, please just take them. How does he
Okay,
access his account on laptop?
You make use of app.akashx, that's app.akashx.com. At least I've been able to access mine, and as we are here, right before I jump in on this call, I was already going back to my paddy, Rich Bandega. I was already learning some things from him. So jump in on app.akashx.com. You'll be able to still have access to the educator and have access to the resources. So for tap to trade, don't worry. The app will be back for that. And I think this is an opportunity for you to even start learning, and you still have access to those
I don't actually
resources
just
to
use
learn.
akashx.com. I don't even have the app. If you go to www.akashx.com, it take you there as well.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, thank you, Dr. Dinodo.
So Dr. Yukosola has put that
That's
on the, so you can just click that. It's not anything you download, just click on it. It will open, you put your username and password, and you're able to go in. It's as simple as that on your laptop. Okay. So all of us, I already seen the very beautiful concepts that they are having, even when I was going through it this afternoon on my laptop as well. So we are in for a big deal. So that is the reason why we love Akashx.
We have someone
Okay,
question in the chat. Mr. Matthew Philip. Mr. Matthew
Dr. Dinadu, take that.
Yes. Yeah, Mr. Matthew Philip, you said you wanted to reach out to the person that invited you, and they're going to walk you through registering to join us and get started. So that's what you need to do, Mr. Matthew. You put your question in the chat. So you just have to reach back out to the person that invited you. So you can.
Thank you. So I think we've had a very good and profiting. In fact, we are profiting. Yeah, we have a very good and profiting discussion. So, and I'm excited with what Chemayu has shared with us. So we're looking forward to more sweet experience in World Talk. So this community is an amazing community that you want to be part of, because we want everyone to succeed. And we sound like V asks, do I have a personal mentor? We have a group discussion, 10 a.m. every day. Dr. Junaju is in US, that's 4 a.m. our time, but she still makes it 4 a.m. our time. And we are here in Nigeria, it's 10 a.m. our time. Then even the community still provides us opportunity to also learn again by 8 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So you are in the right community that wants you to succeed. We are always looking out for our members. In fact, I love it when Blessing said in a few months' time, we are going to have crop of traders, good traders. By the time we are looking at people in Wealth Hub, everybody is just so good. We are talking like we're all professional traders, and that discussion at eye level, just like the Chairman US said, we are going to 2.0. So you'll be experiencing Wealth Hub 2.0. You don't want to be any other place. You don't want to be in any other place. This is the right community. You got to be here. So you want to go back to the person that invited you on this call and tell the person, I want to be part of that amazing community. I love it when V said, is impressed that people here are saying the truth. There's no excitement. There's no overtly excitement here. We are just saying it as it is. And that's what we promised you, that we are coming here to tell you the truth. You see, when Ezekiel said he went to get a loan and he burnt his hand, for me, my own, I burnt my hand by overtrading. My very good friend, bless him, we say, don't overtrade. But some other people will say, hey, they overtraded, I will go and overtrade and I will lose the money. So, so I'm staying with the person that has been there 10 years. She has the experience. She's been in the market. So I'm not overtrading anything again. I'm doing I'm doing it little by little. So you are in a place where we will tell you the truth, we'll tell you as it is, and we'll hold you by the arm so that we all get to the promised land together. I want to say thank you, and Dr. Junadu, as always, Ezekiel, Blessing, Shamayura. Thank you, everyone. And thank you all our audience. Thank you, everybody that came in to listen to us. We'll have another session. Tomorrow is Sunday by 7 p.m. The same link. So you may want to share with your friends, your family, and tell them to come and listen to this amazing set of people. Come and listen to what we have listened to today, because we'll be meeting by tomorrow by 7 p.m. same time, and you will be listening to another set of, another set of presenters that will also blow your mind, because every presenter that we have would have something meaningful to share with you. Thank you, and see you tomorrow, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Mama. Thank you, Doc.